Hi friends, thanks for being here. I'm going to walk through the process I took to make card 3. It's a peace sign for my memory box, and I just wanted to share with you how I pull delicate cut files off my cutting mat. And the trick is to pull the mat away from your cut file rather than try and get up and under the cut file. And then gently tweeze the pieces out. The cut settings are at my website on the post for this card. And the trick is to turn your speed down to 1 and turn on your cross connect on your silhouette. And some of them around the stamens on the flowers in this file can be a little tight, and I just jiggle it until the piece releases. So there you have it. Super clean and tidy with your cross connect and a low speed. What I also did, because I plan to do stitching, and so this is optional, is I removed the flowers section in the Silhouette Studio. I just used my knife to cut it off and cut a second peace sign so that I could glue it in behind, and it makes it nice and stiff. So there's the two pieces I cut of the card backing and stitched them together on my sewing machine. The circle file, the perfect size, is in with the cut file, and I cut it out of pattern paper so I could see it through the shaker of my peace sign. So if you're brand new to backing cut files, this is the glue bottle that I use. It has Scotch tacky glue inside it. It's a fine line bottle. And the cut pieces for backing the floral spray of the peace sign, they're included in the cut file. So you cut them out of your pattern paper and using just dabs of glue, place them in the spots that they fit on the cut file. Just show you a couple here because most of us are familiar with this technique, but if you're new to scrapbooking with cut files, welcome to the process. The roses are made to look like they're layered behind, and so the pink roses I've gone ahead and done. There's 2 pieces for each pink rose, and I'll just show you. You start with the smaller piece and glue that in the center. The cut file is made to size for you already. So a little bit of glue with the smallest piece, pop that in the center, and move on to the next smaller piece, the medium piece, and pop that right over top of the piece you just glued down. And then the last piece will be the largest piece, and you do it the same. A little bit of glue in the on the cut file, pardon me, and then your rose will look like it has some dimension in the cut file. These pieces are quite tight fitting, as you can imagine, because the cut file is very delicate, but they should fit perfectly for you. Do a little look-see before you add glue, just so you know where you're going to put it. And there you go, simple layered roses. So here we are, we're already making the shaker, or planning on the shaker. Now the circle cut file in the file you received is the size for both the acetate and the background of your peace sign. And I just traced my background of the peace sign onto the acetate and cut it with scissors. So I wanted to show you how I make holes in my cut file, just with a piece of foam and a pin, and a couple of chain stitches, because I've gotten feedback that says it looks nice, but I don't know how to do it. So I've started already, and I'm going to show you my next stitch. What you want to do is go in the hole, pull your thread through, and pass your pin under your previous stitch, then go back in the hole you just came from, and that's it. Super easy. If it's your very first chain stitch on a project, You'll go in the first hole, down through the next hole. And then you'll do that again. Put the pin back in the first hole and down through the second hole. Then you'll put your pin in the third hole, pass it underneath the stitch you just made, and back down through the third hole, and then away you go, just like I'm doing here. You come through a hole, pass the pin under your previous stitch, and back down through the hole you just came from. You can slow my video down if you really want to see it slower. So we're back to high speed here. I'm taping the background onto the card. I just want to show you it doesn't come right to the edge. There's a little bit of leeway so that you don't see it over top of your peace sign. It's a little bit smaller than the cut file. And I'm using double-sided sticky tape to go around the peace sign, across the bottom where the floral spray is, and then on the arms of the peace sign too. You pull off your tape, pop on your acetate, and burnish that with your fingers. Burnish it well so it stays forever. So if there's any acetate showing under your floral spray, just use your little scissors to trim that off so you don't see it from the front. And this is the product I like to use for my shakers. It's from scrapbook.com. It's already cut into perfect size strips for you, and I've planned the peace sign so that it fits perfectly around it, even if you did some stitching. And I use the same foam tape to go across the floral spray, just so it's all popped up evenly on your card. I didn't put tape on the arms inside the peace sign because I wanted my sequence to move freely inside the peace sign. So I was going to show you what sequence I was using. Not really important, just use up your stash. It's all pretty. The little tiny ones there, it's from Dress My Craft. Dress My Craft? I believe it's Dress My Craft. And they're super small, so they're kind of cute. Sorry about my head, but I had to get over the card there. So here comes some close-ups. I want to thank you for joining me with my project. I love seeing what you're doing with the cut files. Please tag me on Instagram, and we'll see you again soon. If you have any questions, leave them in comments below. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.